Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going over another Colourpop collection and we have a new collaboration with Pokemon, which I am so excited to be sharing this with you guys today. This did launch yesterday. If you did pick it up, let me know. If you haven't yet, here's like a full look of what is in this collection. It looks like most of it is still available except the lip mask sold out, which of course it's super cute. We'll get into it soon, and also the glitter lipsticks. So this is a pretty large collection. I have it on right now. Let's go ahead and get into the product. Now, something about me, I love video games. I've always loved video games since I was younger, but I love the cutesy games like Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Hogwarts Legacy, all the Mario stuff. I love the cutesy games and I've been into gaming since I was super young. I am super shy. I didn't have a ton of friends, so I spent a lot of time growing up playing my Nintendo 64 or my Game Boy, which is where I really got into Pokemon. And I did used to collect the cards too. I had a phase when I was younger where I would try to collect the Pokemon cards as well. So I grew up with Pokemon. I still play Pokemon games to this day on my Nintendo Switch. I love Pokemon Snap. I also still play my Pokemon Go on my phone. So needless to say, yeah, I'm a pretty big Pokemon fan even in my 30s. So I was really excited that they were doing this collection, and I have to say they did such a good job with this. I think it is so cute. So let's go ahead and start with the eyeshadow palette here. It's called Palette Town, which is perfect. I believe that is the town that Ash is originally from, which is like the main Pokemon guy who wants to be like the best trainer. He's the main character in most of the games and in the shows and movies. And I'm glad with this collection they stuck with the original Pokemon and didn't really get into the new ones, because yeah, it's always the originals for me. I hate that they added so many new ones like in the new games. I just like the classics, to be honest with you. So this is the eyeshadow palette. It is a big one. It's a big rainbow palette because of course there's so many different Pokemon and you have to represent all the colors. There's all the different like types of Pokemon too, like you have the water Pokemon, the electric ones, the fire ones, so they have to have a rainbow palette for each and every one of them. So they did do this big palette. I'm not going to go too in depth with pricing and everything. All that is available on the website now. I'll have it linked for you in the description box. But yeah, that's a look at the eyeshadows, a mix of mattes and shimmers here. They also launched a few Super Shocks in the collection just to add a little glitter and shine. I love the Super Shock formula. It's like a creamy eyeshadow, which these are nice one and done shadows. You can just swipe on the eyes and have this gorgeous like glittery look that it looks like you spent hours on. And these are really pretty, honestly. They swatch so beautifully. There's a really nice colorful base with some added glitter in, and these just add a little extra to your look, or again, used alone. But we have the water Squirtle inspired shade called Hydro Pump. We also have the Bulbasaur inspired shade called Solar Beam and the Charmander inspired shade called Flamethrower. You're probably wondering where's Pikachu, but Pikachu actually has his own blush. So we do have these really cute little cream blushes. These are adorable. I absolutely love the packaging on these. Pikachu's is called Electro Ball and it's literally perfect. You know how Pikachu kind of has these red blush cheeks? They made this red blush so it looks just like Pikachu's cheeks. It's adorable, and I like that they did the cream formula, so these are still wearable since this is going to be a more subtle formula as opposed to a powder blush, which might be a little bit more pigmented. These you can kind of build up if you want or wear them as a light layer. So I thought that was actually perfect, and it has little Pikachus all over the packaging. It's so dang cute. We also have this fun blush with Gengar on the packaging. This is called Hypnosis, and we actually have a bunch of different purple Pokemon on the packaging, which I thought was a nice touch. And they actually made it a purple blush, which definitely looks a lot more berry on the cheeks. It looks scary in the pan, but yeah, this is definitely a wearable shade. But yeah, I love that we even have Mewtwo on there, Shelder, oh my gosh, Butterfree. So many cute little purple Pokemon. And lastly, we have this pink one with Clefable on it. So cute. It is a nice little pink, lighter natural blush, and we have all the pink Pokemon on it, like Lickitung, Porygon, oh my gosh, Mew is on there, Clefairy, Chansey, so many cute ones. So they tried to include a lot of them, that's for sure. Now let's get into the lip products because there's quite a few. Of course, we have the Pokeball lip mask. We knew this was going to be a sellout. All their lip masks, I feel like, always sell out first, and this was too cute. I love that they made it a little Pokeball that opens up, and then you have the lip mask inside. I love the Colourpop lip mask. This one smells so good. It almost gives me like a really creamy strawberry bubblegum type of scent, or creamy cotton candy maybe. It smells delicious. This one has a little pink sparkle to it, so it has a little bit of color on the lips. You can definitely wear it alone if you want for the day, or as a lip mask, but the Pokeball is just so stinking cute. They really hit the nail on the head with the packaging. And then I'll quickly go over these because this is a new formula. These already sold out, of course, because it's very, well, I would call this a TikTok product, like a made for TikTok product where it just has a very unique look to it. You know it's gonna go viral and sell out just because it looks interesting. These are called the PH Lip Balms, and wait till you see the inside of these. This is the Jigglypuff one called Sing. We also have a Ditto one. This one is called Transform, which Ditto transforms into any Pokemon. And then we also have Thunderbolt for Pikachu again. But here is what these look like, you guys. Oh my goodness. These are actually so stunning. They have these like gel clear insides with tons of glitter flakes inside. Now I did apply these on my lips and the glitter chunks don't really show up, so don't worry about getting chunks. Unless I get deeper into this, then maybe they will. But for now, it just felt like a really nice kind of jelly, almost soft lipstick, and all three colors look the same on the lips. They're one of those pH changing ones, so they kind of just turn into a bright pink on most people, but I don't think you need to get multiple of these because yeah, they all look the same on the lips, so you can just kind of pick whichever your favorite Pokemon is of the three. Personally, I'm a Jigglypuff girl. I don't know, she's cute and pink, so I've always been a fan of Jigglypuff. You guys will have to let me know if you're big Pokemon fans too, who is your favorite Pokemon? Because I know it is such a tough choice. I feel like mine changes quite a bit, but yeah, I always love Jigglypuff, a lot of the pink Pokemon. I love the water Pokemon as well. There's so many good ones, it's so hard to pick. And then the last thing in the collection is this little lip gloss trio of 3 different shades, and these actually have the evolutions of Eevee, which I feel like Eevee is a pretty main character of Pokemon, especially in the Pokemon Go series, but she has all these different things that she can evolve into. So we have like the Flareon one, which is like slightly tinted orange with some gold sparkle. We have Jolteon, which has some gold to it. These are all pretty light, so they're just gonna add very subtle color to the lips. They're definitely ones you want to pair with like a lip liner, and then you'll get ultra shine and like sparkle on the lips. And then of course we have Vaporeon as well, which has a slight blue tint to it. These are just really cute, but they definitely are very natural on the lips. So that's a quick synopsis of the collection. I am going to show you guys how I did this look today. So let's get into the product try on. Okay, there is so many fun colors in this palette, and I'm like, what kind of look do I want to do? I will say, when I'm playing my Pokemon games, I typically like to collect a lot of the water Pokemon, so I think we'll kind of go for like a water Pokemon theme. So let's dive in. I think I'll start with this SS Anne color in the crease. This does have a little bit of powder kick up. Just kind of tapping the excess off, and we'll go ahead and blend this all over. In the outer corner, I'm going to take Tall Grass, just kind of pressing this in the outer corner here. This one doesn't have as much fallout as the blue did for some reason, but it is a very pretty, vibrant green. I am just taking a little bit of a smaller brush to kind of extend this out. I'm going to go ahead and take this shimmery blue on my lower lash line. This is Indigo League. And with this one, I'm just going to add a little bit of some spray just to make this glide on a little easier. Next, I'm going to take this other blue matte called I never can say this one, Cerulean City, and pat this here in the inner half of the eye. I feel like we're looking like a Bulbasaur right now. So it's kind of like half grass Pokemon, half water Pokemon. Okay, let's top a little bit of that with this shimmer called Evolution. And I'm just going to go right over that light blue. When I start makeup looks, I never know what the outcome is going to be. I kind of just throw some colors together. I never have like an inspiration of what it's going to be. I just like to start with something and then go from there. And it's so fun to see what the look is going to come out like. But this is definitely like so Pokemon. It's so Bulbasaur. Oh my gosh. Too funny. I'm adding SS Anne again and just putting a little bit more of that on my lower lash line. Since that shimmer is a little more on the sheer side, I really wanted to blend that out just a little bit more. For the fun of it, let's throw on the Bulbasaur Super Shock. This is just called Solar Beam. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of this to add just for a little extra glow here. Maybe I'll put this one here in the middle in the outer half just so I can throw in a little bit of that Super Shock. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Now we have the full Bulbasaur look. Let me finish up the rest of my eyes and we can move on to the next product. All right guys, let's do some blush. These cream blushes that they came out with are so adorable, and I think I want to use the Pikachu one. I just thought that this was so cute because they did the red that's on like Pikachu's cheeks. It's so adorable. So I thought we would try this one on today and see how it looks. I'm gonna dip a little bit in here. I do think these are more on the natural side. So on me, this just kind of looks like a nice rosy pink. I think if you did keep building, you could definitely build it up if you wanted it to be bright, but I think this is a nice kind of natural with this color. So don't be scared of these. I know like the purple one looks scary, this one looks a little bit scary, but they're more natural since they are cream formulas. So for the lips, I did already try the glitter lipsticks on, so let's actually play with the gloss today. I am just gonna throw on a lip liner here. I want to go for something a little more warm tone, warm peachy. This is Rare Beauty's Talented lip liner. So just kind of filling the lips in with this to create a little base, and then we'll use one of the ultra glossy lips in this little trio. I might go for the orange and see how it looks. Cute, cute. It's very sparkly. I do love this formula from Colourpop, so just wanted to add a little extra, you know, sparkle and shine. I feel like it collects a little bit more where I place the lip liner, so maybe next time I would fill my entire lips with the lip liner and then put that on top, and then the sparkles will show even more, but it is very beautiful. So let's get into my thoughts so far on the collection. So here's kind of my first thoughts on this collection so far. I have to say with the eyeshadow palette, it is, I would say, pretty good quality. There is definitely some powder kick up with some of the shades in here, which is kind of typical for Colourpop, but I think we got a really nice, very colorful look out of this one. But I will say, I'm not always the biggest fan of rainbow palettes, but I understand they kind of had to do one with this theme. I mean, they could have broke it up into smaller palettes, but I think I would use this more than I would smaller individual palettes. I think that would have just been too much, but this is definitely like a collector's palette. I would say there's definitely been some other rainbow palettes in the past Colourpop has done that if you have, you may not need this if you're just looking at the standpoint of, do I have this already? I think it's most comparable actually to their BT21 collection that they did, their Bon Voyage palette, which I will put here. I know that one was like super crazy. It sold out a couple times, but that's what it kind of reminds me of the most. It just kind of has that similar rainbow vibe. Also, Colourpop has their Fade into Hue palette. I do find the Fade into Hue to lean a little bit more neon-y color. This one's a little bit more muted, a little more pastel. So I do find them to be a little bit different, but I definitely think you can get some similar looks out of them. So I think the palette is merely like a nice collector's item, but I definitely really like the colors in here. There's a lot of fun ones. This does have their updated glitter formula instead of their old one, which was super chunky and yucky and I didn't care for it, but these kind of are more like glitter gels in the eyes and they just blend a lot better. They're not super chunky. They feel like a normal shadow, just a little more wet. So this one does have the updated formula. I thought the shimmers in here were really nice, and the mattes I thought were fine as well. So I thought the quality was pretty good on this. The Super Shocks kind of surprised me as well how much I really loved them. I didn't really expect to, but the one I used today, the Bulbasaur one, the Solar Beam, is so beautiful. I honestly would pick this up. I think it's just stunning, and this is going to be so pretty just to swipe on the eyes. Just for me personally, I love that one. one. I think the blue one is going to be fun too, but this one, I don't know. It just doesn't have as much dimension as the Solar Beam color. And I don't wear like a lot of oranges that much, so this one's not really high on my priority list. I think the blushes are so cute as well. They did a really good job with these. I love the colors they picked out. I thought they were really good. So these are definitely one of my favorites in the line for sure. I think all three colors are different enough. They had some fun unique shades going on. The Pokeball lip mask, of course, is a favorite too. I love their little lip mask. Oh my gosh, I have this little collection now. I have like the little Alice in Wonderland birthday cake one. Oh my gosh, the Winnie the Pooh honey pot ones. Those were so cute. Definitely one of my top favorite products, and I could see why this sold out. Oh, I did want to mention this is coming to Ulta, I think, this Sunday, so you can pick these up there too if you want. For the lip mask and these glitter lip balms, I would definitely get on the Ulta site at midnight Saturday night, turning into Sunday, because I think these are going to go fast since these already sold out already. But with these glitter balms, you definitely don't need all three. They look the same on the lips. I would just pick one, but you have to make sure you like that bright pink that it's going to turn into. It's not really always the most flattering shade or the most wearable, so a lot of people don't really like those pH changing ones, but they are quite pretty. The lip glosses I think are fine. Probably my least favorite thing in the line, just because, I don't know, it's not as cool or exciting as some of the other things in the collection. They just kind of perform like their other ones, and I have so many of those already. The packaging's not quite as cute as some of the other stuff, so for me, these are kind of just a skip. But that's kind of my thoughts on this collection. Let me know if you guys are picking this one up, if you're passing on it. Again, I'll have it linked down below. There's still quite a bit of stuff in stock. You can use my code 5LEAHJANAE to save on anything except bundles that are already discounted. It will not work on top of that. But I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.